Hello everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to the continuation of the SIGNALIS playthrough. Let's go ahead and continue from where we left off. Last time, we actually got into an interesting area in the game. I gotta be honest, the game is gotten overwhelming positive reviews on Steam. I think it's overwhelmingly positive, which is something that you don't see for a lot of games, and I can see that. I can see why people like it. It's still early for me to actually judge it, and I really don't have anything negative. On the contrary, I think the game is great. It definitely watched whatever I've been playing with Revelations, so yeah. Again, viewers, this is something that I probably should say, start the stream with. First of all, thank you for watching my videos and my streams and all that. Please, let me know if you watch my streams and videos regularly. Let me know that you watch them, whether you join me on stream, or whether you watch the archives or any other kind of video. So I want to know who watches my content. So I want to know who's watching me. And hopefully, who knows, I'm probably gonna make some sort of a community. I do have a Discord server, and I want to try and gather people that actually want to watch my content. So yeah, let me know who you are. Let me know what games you want to see me play, and yeah, and let's hope for the best. Let's hope for the best. Anywho, viewers, let's go ahead and continue from where we left off. And yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for watching my contents. Wow. Wow, 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 I discovered, viewers, that this game actually have multiple endings, which is very interesting. Well, hopefully we're gonna actually see what we can do. Maybe in an hour or so I'm gonna start making dinner, viewers, so I'm not gonna stop the stream while doing so, so we're probably gonna have to switch to watching something and then continue on with the game. I was thinking of actually playing a few demos, but we'll see how things will go. If I might actually play a demo. I wanted to play what you call it, a Tormented Souls 2. Demo for Tormented Souls 2, but then I thought, should I even play that game? Like, I already know that the game is gonna be amazing, and I cannot wait to actually watch play the game when it comes out. So, is there really a reason for me to play the demo? I'm just gonna ruin the experience for me, so I'm just gonna wait for it. I think the game is gonna drop this month. I think that means that it's gonna drop in less than a week, pretty much. Very interesting. We'll see how things will go for us. Anywho, viewers, let's go ahead and start the game. I might have forgot to charge my controller. Hopefully, the controller is not gonna die on me while playing. Let's hope so. Yeah. We're gonna eat today. Have a nice day. Chicken. The only thing that I eat all week is just chicken, salad, bananas. I snack on bananas, and actually I didn't weigh myself. I'm gonna see if I lost any weight or not. I did actually. Nice. I did. I was actually thinking of changing my diet a little bit. Actually making. I wanted to do like not technically fasting, but I might just cut out protein for a single day and just eat salad and something else. Maybe something rich in fibers. But I really didn't find the substitute for that. Maybe oatmeal or something. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, let me just reload the game. What should I play next after I finish this? I actually don't know how long this game is gonna be. We already played like 5 hours of it. So I don't know how this game's gonna last. Not to mention that I don't know if I'm gonna do repeated playthroughs so I can get you know, some sort of the other endings. But we'll see. We'll see about that. We'll see about that. Anywho, let's go ahead and continue from where we left off. Let me double check. I already got the fuse and finished this puzzle, if you can call it a puzzle. And we are going to go down. There's going to be an access for me to one of the areas. Oh, it's going to be at level 8. Which one? I think the one, yeah, going to level 6 is gonna be it. Let me just dump these. I do have a lot of bullets. Retrieve. Just gonna be 5 for now. What can I do with this plate of eternity? I still haven't found the key. I'm gonna assume that the key is going to be in the 8th floor, the one that I can now access. Uh-oh. Okay. We've managed to get to the 8th level, or the 8th floor. Oh. I kind of want to open this door, and I want to make it a priority. But we'll see. What's this? Buckler office? What the hell does that even mean? Shuttergate handle? It's bloodied. I just noticed the other enemy over here. Oh, Mina. This is the boss that we faced. Replica overview. MNHR, Mina. Mining nuclear tech, high security replica, Mina. Generation 3 industrial specialist, biomechanical with high security reinforced armor plated servo shell. 2 meters and 60 centimeters. When it comes to dangerous cargo, heavy machinery, and hazardous environments, no other module rivals MNHR. MNHR units with their high security power armor bodies. Even in lethal radiation, under crushing pressure, and in zero-G, they keep their calm demeanor and show exemplary teamwork. Despite their hulking bodies, underneath their face shields, a standard Generation 3 cranial construction can be found, making maintenance and social interfacing as easy as with any other replica module. Please note that the MNHR neural pattern is not suited for combat use. I agree with that, actually. For combat applications, the SAPR variant should be used, which employs a combat-capable persona in the same frame. For more information, see Schwer Anti-Panzer Replica. Schnapper. It's called Schnapper. Oh, this one is open. I think this is where we've seen the cutscene. Uh-oh. Want to read this? Falk. She's a cutie. I mean, most of them look the same, by the way. Isn't she the commander? Operational Command Control Unit Replica Falcon. Type Generation 6. I think I can get the hell out of here. So we can actually read this with ease. Oh! I turned on the radio by mistake. No, what I wanna... This is what I wanna read. Yes. Operational Command Control Unit Replica Falcon. Type Generation 6 High-Tech Bioreconnaissance Command Unit. A frame biomechanical with blah blah blah. Damn, she's tall too. The Protector Furong's Commandos Commander, the head of each Aeon's facility. Oh, so these are models. Okay, the head of each Aeon's facility Protector Force is a powerful prototype bioresonant Falk unit, an authority that may never be questioned. A Falk unit serves not just as a commander, but the Protectors. As a commander to the Protectors, but as a nearly godlike being. A perception that is underlying by her tall build and resemblance to our nation's leader, the Great Revolutionary, and her daughter. What's with this game? And, you know, all of them are chicks. It is also aided by her powerful prototype bioresonance module, which not only allows her to bend the will of weaker minds and fathom their intentions and emotions, but also grant her the ability to manipulate objects from a distance. So she's a Psycho Mantis, huh? She's a cutie. I'm Psycho Mantis! Ouch. Wonder if that room is gonna be locked. It is not. Huh? Is that the commander? Do I need to heal? No. That is Falk, I believe. What the hell is this? Falk's diary. I don't know how much longer I can go on. I don't want to live anymore as what I have become. The red eye beyond the gate showed me. No, touched me, poisoned me. It feels like my mind has been contaminated, defiled by another person's memory. Huh? I'm no longer fully myself anymore, but I've not fully become someone else's either. I'm stuck here between her and me, with half-formed dreams and recollections penetrating my brain and tainting my every action. I think, like, what the game is showing me or trying to tell me, that there's some sort of a connection between a replica and the Gestalt, being the replicas are just copies of the originals, which are the Gestalts. But how does that even work? Like, it's not even how that even works. It's not. This is not the question that I'm trying to asking. Like, what is the type of connection that happens when a new replica get generated? And by replica, I mean a copy of a Gestalt. Maybe this is there is something about that, I think. Who is she? Who is that white-haired girl? Huh? She can see her too? Why do I long to see her again? Why would she curse me like this? Huh. Maybe it's the virus or that's getting into us, forming some sort of the white chick. We're gonna see. Oh shit, two of them. Falk's bedroom. What does she have with her? Can we not see her? A heavy block fashioned to look like an owl. Ah. There are small holes at the top looking like a speaker or a microphone. Is there something that we can do with it? A speaker or a microphone? I think I need her to hear something here. Frequencies. Scales, rook, tree. Maybe there's a... I definitely have the... It's most likely a signal that I need to run. I don't think there's a hint in here for what I need to do. This didn't work. I cannot even move the camera or anything. That's the only prompt that I have. Interesting. A wrench handle for steel door shutters. I can go, what was it, in the 7th floor? Or was it in the 6th floor? I think it... I don't think any of that would help me, so I guess we're gonna have to... find everything else later. Let's go and continue on searching this area. A library key. Gonna have to need to get a flashlight. Well, Adler's room should be here somewhere. Briefing room. Inspect. Ling. Haymet. Kitte. Buyan. Veneta. Rotfront. An Ori showing a rotating view of the current relative positions of the inhabited worlds of the solar system. How can this world be inhabited? You're close to the sun. Heimat, home of the new nation's government. I heard the view of the gas giant's ring, and the sky is beautiful there. Ling. Is 23. Sierpinski is here. So this is where we are? Kittis. The Red Desert. The Imperial fleet can only hold it for so long before it will be liberated. I cannot speak English, by the way, viewers. The Veneta, the ocean world ravished by war. When I close my eyes, I can hear the sound of the sea. Buyan, home of the Imperial Palace, floating above poisonous clouds. So, what can we do here? There is some sort of a puzzle, apparently. I don't know if they're facing me or not. I think she is facing me. Of course it's gonna be locked! Is that something that can... Oh shit. Okay, we can go here. I kind of want to open the path from there. Who's this? This is the Adler room, so we can actually get the flashlight. There's a flashlight model like on the table. Yes. Pick it up. I'm gonna assume that I'm gonna need to equip it. Yep, similar to the electrical or the shock rods. A shoulder-mounted flash light module powered by internal replica power supply when installed. Makes the user more visible to enemies when turned on, but allows to see and interacts with objects and doorways in dark rooms. Is there a way for me to... I can turn it on and off. Cool. This is locked. Eagle key. This is Falk. Adler. Administration, data processing, logistic, replica, Eagle. Generation 5. He's 175, he's a short dude. I can overpower his ass. An integral part of every protector, Furhong's commando is the administrator unit. A single Adler unit can manage and oversee all administrative tasks for an entire facility, freeing other operational command units to focus on the direct control of protector units. The Adler is designed to work as a direct counterpart to the Falk unit, serving as her adjutant by taking care of necessary paperwork and calculations. Okay. So he is pretty much second in command. I'm definitely gonna have to use this now. Assuming I don't... Gonna combine this. Ouch. I was mashing all the time. They got me to red again? Gonna have to wait until this gets healed. But I have to go up so I can... Well, actually, never mind. I've loosened... I just loosened this spell. Might as well go to the 6th floor and... just to open the shutter door. I think it was this one. Sadly, I cannot go through here. Oh, there's a safe spot. Okay, cool. Owl key, all right. Managed to get the owl key. A grand piano. I wish I knew how to play it. What's this? Oh, this is me, right? I'm the owl. Generation 4 low cost. Damn, is she a cheap hoe? Euler units are the backbone of UTN Nation's workforce. These elegant multi-purpose worker units are suited for all kinds of domestic tasks like cleaning, cooking, and simple medical and office work. No, she's just a waifu. She's a trad wife. Yulis are highly social and get along well with each other, as well as most other replica modules. While unfit for combat, their lightweight frame makes them a prime choice for distant facilities where supplies are limited. Interesting. A magnetic keycard with an owl motif for the staff dorm on the 6th floor. Normally authorized to Euler unit access to their personal quarters. Where do I need to use the owl key, though? Well, there is a dark room over here so that I can check. Maybe it's there. What was the name of this song? I forgot the name of it. It's one of the classicals. Of course. Anything here that I can steal? All right, what can we find here? Protector archive. Wait, what floor am I on? I'm on the 7th floor. Oh. Island key. Because I'm an island boy. Yeah, I am island boy. Why do I even know that song? Fucking retards. The Island Boys. They're brothers, and I think from what I heard that they have an OnlyFans where they like make out with each other, which is sickening. They're siblings, by the way. Blood siblings. Colibri in the management office. One of the Colibris has holed herself up in the management office on the 7th floor. I've seen her and her illusion. I've seen her and her illusion sitting inside the room crying. Which one is the real one? Illusion? I think it's because of that painting. Oh, now I know what key that's for. I think it's because of that painting in there. Whenever I was closer to her, I felt like my mind was being assaulted by the image of the island. Island boys! The sensation was strong enough to make me hurl. Is there a way to neutralize the transmission? Maybe some sort of feedback loop of the frequency of a control signal? I don't think I needed that, but because I already got rid of her somehow. I don't know why, I don't know how. Veneta. Cradle of Humanity, Veneta. Humanity? You guys even human? Maybe I'm gonna have to kill this. Hunter's key. Damn, I already got 2 keys so far. What's that hunter key for? A small padlock key. The tag is signed Hunter. Jaeger? A small all-metal key, a familiar-looking island, is engraved on the head. How can you carve a whole island in a small key? The engraving is very crude, but it looks like an island with tall trees on it. Cool. I'm gonna have to try and find some sort of a... let me try and backtrack and save, actually, yeah. No need to light this shit up. Call me messy. Can I pick this up? Apparently not. So, okay, before I do anything, actually, no. Before I start storing anything, let me go ahead and drop a save here. There are multiple doors that are going to be locked. One of them is this. I forgot which, what I need. I think this, I need like the workshop key for this, so I'm not going to be able to open that. But I think this one is requires the owl key. Hunter, I might be able to open... I do have an owl key, a hunter key, and an island key. I know this is gonna be the owl key. I know that I need to go to the 7th floor for the island key. But the hunter key, I have no idea. It's probably gonna be in one of these. This one requires the eagle key. But we'll see. So I might actually just ditch the hunter key here, since I'm not gonna need it. I will need the island key and the owl key and the island key. Ouch! Long arms. Holy! I'm gonna die. And these guys definitely hit hard. Use the island key. So we can find yet another key. Oh, the workshop key. Alright. A magnetic key card to the workshop on the 6th floor. Nothing of note. I did go here, so... Eagle key? Can go to the workshop. Oh shit. Ouch, how the hell did she reach me? Yeah, continue on. It's my heartbeats, huh? Library key? Where's the workshop then? Oh, I'm on the 8th floor. How the hell did I get here? It's okay, it's okay. And where's the workshop? Oh. Oh, okay, okay. Ouch. I'm gonna die. Nope. What are you doing? Heal up. Open that shit. Okay, hopefully we're gonna get something good in here. Okay, can I get the goddamn magnum? Hopefully I didn't miss on the magnum. Star and Storch. Seems like this is confidential. This is red wax material. Classified information, of course. Commander eyes only. Previous experience with these replica modules has given us insight into irregularities in the behavior that stem from the original neural pattern used for these units. Due to the sensitive nature of this information, this document should be destroyed after reading. Star. Despite their normally laid-back demeanor, stars have a strong internal hierarchy, which is important to take into consideration when promoting units to officers. Not promoting a respected unit or promoting a unit low in status can lead to friction within dorms. Huh. Stars will occasionally develop in-group rules involving physical punishments. It is recommended to allow some officers to own military weapons as fetch objects to stabilize their persona. What? We're talking about stars, huh? What about the Storch? Storch units initially have a short temper. Training them in patience early after deployment is key, as their neural pattern is less stable than other modules. Failing to do so may yield an extremely violent personality, prone to cruelty and violence. A common strategy is pairing them closely with an older star unit. A Storch's persona stabilizes by showering or bathing. Damn. Books on history or mythology work well as fetch objects. What is a fetch object? Or a fetish? Fetish objects. No, it's fetish. What? This game is horny as hell. Okay. What can I do with this? Huh. What is this? A radio signal, or is this a? This is probably like an amplifier. Okay, what can we do with this? This seems really complicated. A small radio broadcasting unit. It is set to broadcast the tape deck. Duct's input signal on frequency 142. Huh. Maybe that's a solution for fog. So I'm not going to be interacting with this at all. I'm just going to have to find the tape. And that's about it. An audio taped deck unit wired up to the broadcasting unit. If I had an audio cassette, I could probably have its content broadcast on the radio. Okay, so this seems to be simple. I don't think I have a cassette with me. Yeah, I don't think I have a cassette with me. Regardless, I need to go to the sixth floor, meaning that I'm gonna have to go up to use the owl key. Of course. Well, I didn't go to the room to the right, so how the hell? Okay, there's... How? Yeah, since I'm in a close proximity, it's useless to try and dodge it. Auto injector? Ja. Das gut, ja. Oh, of course. This is the Magnum? No space to carry the weapon case. I think that's a Magnum. The auto injector, yeah. I'm gonna have to dump my shit. Can I not go? What's this? $32? Torch? The other one is a star. Interesting. I don't think I can see anything else there. There's an owl key. This is a dorm. Okay. Maybe this is the cassette that I need. There's a knife. A portable audio tape player with a knife embedded in the speaker. Pick up the broken music cassette? How can I fix that? A looping multitrack magnetic audio tape cassette. The tape inside the cassette is torn. I wonder if I can fix it with this. It does not. It doesn't fix it. I need to repair the magnetic tape inside the cassette before it can be played again. Of course. I'm gonna have to backtrack to here later. So I'm gonna have to store this. Store this. The auto injector too. Let's see what we have here. Maybe I do have a key. You know, other than this. Yeah, I do know. Maybe I can actually open one of these in here. Maybe Hunter. Maybe Hunter's the name of the owner of this, and Hunter should be one of these guys. Well, apparently that is not the case. So I'm gonna have to put that back. All right, where do we need to go? I definitely need to backtrack here. There are a few stuff that I can grab from here. Radio transmission. I'm gonna use the cassette to play the music here, but the tape is broken. What about here? There's really nothing, to be honest. But here, I don't think I've checked on the star dorm. Did I? Have I? By the way, viewers, in 10 minutes I'm gonna start making dinner. So we're gonna have to switch to watching something. You know, viewers, you know what that means? You know, we did check on Adler's profile as the admin, and I think he actually the one is controlling the cameras. I don't think this is something that's automated. I think he actually controls it. And he got tabs on us. The game said that these guys have fetishes. Holy. Oh, maybe this is for Hunter. What's this? An adhesive tape. Oh, maybe this is the thing that I'm gonna need. I don't... Wow. A transparent propellant-based pressure-sensitive tape that can be used to for joining, sealing, attaching, and mending. Small roll. A secure storage box for a pistol-sized firearms locked with a small padlock key. Inhorn Hunter. It's locked with a small padlock. So yeah, I guess that's how we're gonna open this, and probably gonna get a new weapon, viewers. So yeah, might as well just take go for the journey back. If only I had the goddamn. If only I got the goddamn key with me, or the cassette with me. Yeah, let's go and fix. Go ahead and fix the cassette, open the padlock, open the weapon case, and get our rewards. Let's try and fix the cassette first. Thank you. Combine. Yes, sir, that can fix it. A looping multi-track magnetic audio tape cassette and owl songs. The cassette seems to be part of the set of songs popular with Yuli units. Almost look like an Atari cartridge. Have a nice day. What's an Atari? An Atari is something that you fucking Zoomers don't even know. You fucking don't even know telephones. Landline telephones. Fucking... spoiled ass rejects? Worst generation ever. Let's go ahead and open the padlock. Magnum? Magnum time? Ooh, revolver. Revolver Ocelot? Got me a revolver. Alrighty, alrighty, alrighty. A short-barreled, double-action, 6-shot revolver that fires 12mm high-power ammo, high recoil, strong knockback. Inspect. EUK 508 S. Ian Horn. High damage, knocks back enemies and shields with ease. Sexy gun. How many bullets do I have for it? Not that much. Well, I guess that's gonna be like something for bosses and whatnot. Anywho, let's go ahead and take the cassette, viewers, and see what we can do with the other things. You should save. Have a nice day. I think I'll be good for a few minutes. Let me just try and see what I can do with the owl. Key. I think I need to be in the workshop, right? So workshop's on the 6th floor, right? Right. Sure. Did I pick everything up in here? I did. And not the shotgun shells, though, and where I found the Magnum. Came all the way back here for 2 shells. All right, let's insert the cartridge. Is there something here that I didn't pick up? Use music cassette? Use the music cassette. It's playing. Can we hear it? Can I try and hear it? Let me go ahead and do that, actually. Five, 4. Oh! This is not, this is the Swan Lake. This is Swan Lake. I gotta be honest with you, viewers. If you told me, hey, have a nice day, pick a single classical song that you would think it's your favorite, I would pick the Swan Lake. I think it's originally Russian. Like a Russian composer made that. That guy must be the GOAT. Brewski got good taste in music. Alright, now we can actually check on Falk. Alright. Let's do this. Okay. Hummingbird key. So is that it for Falk? Like, is she dead? What happened to her, I wonder? Let's close that and get, I think here. This is the hummingbird door. There's gonna be 2 enemies in here. How the hell did that thing did not see me? I ain't complaining. I ain't complaining. Huh. Eagle key. Colibri's note. Keep an eye on Adler. He's hiding something from us. There was nothing in his diary, but when I probed his mind, there were memories of an LSTR unit working in Sierpinski. There's no record of that model of replica ever being deployed here. An order for a single unit for some survey work in the mine was briefly considered, but no new orders were made to the commander's sickness. Who's Colibri, though? Well, guess what? Nobody here likes Adler. This is Colibri. What is Colibri? She's a shorty! She's short as hell! Bullet-resistant armor, biomechanical, Generation 6. Classified information? Whoa. Whoa, she's a classified unit? Commander eyes only. A marvel of modern technology, the Colibri is the most capable resonance unit ever produced. Every protector for Hong's Commando's Falk unit is aided by a cadre of Colibri unit adjutant, which can amplify her bioresonance signals as well as produce their own. Despite their diminutive build, Coriblis are one of the most effective protector units. So, Adler is not really the second in command. They're the Colibres. Able to directly influence the minds of replicas and gestalts, interesting, extract information non-verbally and communicate among themselves instantly in the full bandwidth of the sense. The Colibre's bioresonance is the closest recreation of a true hive mind. Maybe the Colibris maybe the enemies that I faced that were introducing some sort of a signal that harms me was one of these. Huh. Another red wax. Replica known issues, part 1. Classified information, Commander Eyes only. Previous experience with these replica molders has given us insight into irregularities in their behavior that stem from the original neural patterns used for these units. Due to the sensitive nature of this information, this document should be destroyed after reading. Euler, that's me, I think. Eulies tend to form large groups and like to sing and dance. As the original neural pattern for this unit was a ballet dancer. Persona degradation can be easily prevented in this unit by making sure they have access to music. Okay. Through tape players or musical instruments. Always place at least one mirror in Yuli's dorm, as they have a strong urge to check their own appearance at regular intervals. Yuli's persona stabilizes by keeping a tidy appearance and through regular social interactions. Yuli's will often organize in groups of roughly 10 units and give each other themed nicknames. Okay. This is weird. This is someone's fan fiction, by the way. Even though they seem, those are Arars, even though they seem like quite simpletons, do not underestimate Arars. While they may not show it, they judge those who are rude or unkindly, or unkind harshly, and will quietly share this judgment with their entire cadre. Arars get along best with Yulis, who tend to be patient and friendly, and have a talent for reading Arars' expressionless faces. In many facilities, Arars will construct service tunnels accessible only to them, often under floors and in walls. Oh, so those are the Arars, the ones that pop up from underground, from under the floor? Those are the Arars. Unstable units may retreat into these tunnels. It is not recommended to attempt to retrieve them. Huh. Weird. Arar personas can be best stabilized by allowing them to access to plants to take care of, ideally colorful flowers or trees. These are weird. Oh, there is a door here. I did not see that door. That's very interesting, though. Let me check this door real quick. No, this one. It was this one. Okay, so this is how you solve this. They'll point at the original, so you can actually take it down. Okay. Very interesting. There's something here that we can pick up, which is the postbox key, and I don't have space for it. Good. Amazing. Fabulous. Outstanding. So I got the owl key, right? Or no, the Eagle key. I got the Eagle key. So I can go to Adler's. But not the library. I can go to Adler's. And see what I can do there. Yeah, that would be sick if I can actually make them hit each other. I can't do that though. Oh, I did not pick this up? Okay, cool. Totally forgot about that. What's in here? Holy hell. Adler's diary. 7 pages! Dude, I want to go and save first. Inspect. What is this? There's a hole in the front of the box. It looks like something is missing from the mechanism. Is this a clock or is this a what do you call it? What do you call the instrument that helps you play music? That's me, I think. Versatile combat engineer to primarily designed for orbital service. These tough and stoic loners are best suited as special sapers and scouts. Their technical knowledge and combat capabilities make these units true survivalists, especially when in their iconic white and blue heavy combat configuration, which sports bullet-resistant armor plating on their chest and forearms. Gotta protect those titties. Since the original neural pattern for this unit was lost with the destruction of the central neural archive on Veneta, new LSTR units have been produced based on a decommissioned unit from the Persona program. So I'm a rare module, huh? I'm a rare module. I'm gonna come back here and read this. I want to focus on saving. Wait, I've never been in here? Are you kidding me? I've never been in here? It's the main shaft access elevator. I need an administrator's key to call it. Oh, this is in the 8th floor. Oh, makes sense that I didn't check that out. Huh. Alrighty, viewers. Let's go ahead and save, and I'm gonna have to go and start making dinner. Not before I store all of these. And this. And what do I need, actually? Actually, nothing. I don't even have any kind of key. So alrighty, viewers. As I just mentioned, I'm gonna have to make dinner. I'm not gonna finish the playthrough, of course. I'm not gonna finish the stream. We are going to watch something while I make something to eat. So I might actually, after I finish, I might come back and once I prepare the chicken and make it and make it get it to cook, I might continue with this, or I might switch to something else. I don't know at the moment, but we'll see. Anyway, let me quit this game. Good game, really. That was a good session. Even though there was nothing really crucial happened here. I can check on the achievements, the Chivos. How many achievements did I get in here? Only 45% got the revolver, which is weird. Only 30% of people, I think, finished the game. Or is that maybe this is a 45% or 44% or 38%? I don't know. These achievements are vague, so I don't know about that. Wait. Metal Gear Delta is getting a discount? Well, that was quick. That game just got released. Holy. That game just got released. Anyway, viewers, let's go ahead and watch something while I... cook.
Yeah, I'm stoked to see more of it. It's just so inventive, unique, and experimental.
All right, you guys enjoy this. I'm gonna definitely see it. Go ahead and enjoy this.
Scarlet Lake by
while I do my thing.
Interactive just so happened to release a demo on Steam right as I was working on a voiceover for this video, and I'm glad I decided to halt production just to include it here.
Tomorrow I'm gonna need to do some shopping
on this list. And before we move on to its gameplay, I just gotta mention how cool this intro is. Your main character is riding along with some other guy, and through their conversation, I
thought he was about to say Raiden.
Small town in the woods that's been cut
like
off.
The character name is actually going to be Raiden.
A government organization. The guy behind the wheel seems to be a designated transport driver delivering goods to the town, and you're paying him to smuggle you in with the goal of finding your wife, who's in there, I guess. Right as you get to the checkpoint, though, two guys in hazmat suits level guns.
She's in there, I guess.
They make it sound like something's gone wrong here, and anyone coming near the place is to be taken care of, which leads to this absolutely killer exchange. After taking control of this guy, you'll find what I would call a pretty good movement system. At first, I tried playing with the keyboard and mouse because that feels more natural to me given this game's perspective, but I couldn't get the Windows mouse cursor to go away. Which probably won't matter as much to most people, I guess, but I'm trying to get nice looking captures here, and it really helps not having a white arrowhead flying around the screen. On the plus side, the game does feel great with an Xbox controller in your hands, but I would really like to see this issue fixed in the final release. Now, as you can see, we're dealing with an isometric perspective here and some big, beautiful, chunky pixels, and I find that the lower amount of fine details really helps contribute to the game's surprisingly thick atmosphere. Further adding to that, we've got some convincing lighting, a good amount of fog, really cool environmental effects, and scattered bits of low-poly gore and dead bodies. Consider this scene effectively set. Exploration works just about like you'd expect out of a survival horror game, with you running around looking for keys and key items needed to progress further. Now, this is a fairly short demo, so don't expect to spend a lot of time in this closed-off mutant-inhabited town, but what is on offer here gives you a great idea of what the developer's going for, and I've got to say it's sitting very comfortably inside my wheelhouse. You've got a ton of enemies that you can either fight or run from, puzzles to solve, creepy locations that need exploring, and a mysterious environment that promises to provide a good amount of intrigue. Honestly, this demo has me drooling for more. I mean, I really am in love with the atmosphere, the mystery, and the gameplay. Without a single doubt in my mind, Scarlet Lake is a title to keep your eyes on because I know for damn sure that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. Into the Dread is a retro-style survival horror game that I found randomly on Steam and might be one of the most disappointing titles I've come across so far. Not necessarily because it's bad. I mean, I've played quite a few bad survival horror games, most of which don't even make it into these videos, but this one seems to come so damn close to being great. When first starting the game up, I was actually really impressed with its look. Typically, I don't get into the fake CRT filter stuff, but the grunginess of the environment you're in and the overall PS1 aesthetic actually went really well with it. Plus, the game defaults to a 4:3 aspect ratio and a 640x480 resolution, which is always a nice inclusion in my book. As I started moving around, I was really pleased with how my character felt running.
Wonder
and
if people
walking,
actually
and further
dislike
into the
that.
sewer, I came across
Dislike
some really
that
inspired
games are
cameras.
locked on like
There
a
were quite a few sections
4:3
that
aspect
imitated that
ratio.
famous alleyway scene at the start of Silent Hill 1, and even more impressive was how the developers showed restraint with the low poly art style. Of course, purposeful flaws like texture pop-in and
To be
warping
honest,
do
what the hell is
occur,
happening
but
with
they're not
Whisker?
pushed to the max to
To
get
be
the point
honest,
across, which what tends to happen in most games.
I'm not
like
gonna say
this.
that
And
that I
keeping this
prefer
compliment
it,
train
but if the
going, I
game
thought the combat
plays
felt really good. The
plays in
monsters
that
all
aspect
looked
ratio,
interesting,
I
and there
would
was a pretty good variety of them.
like play
The
it,
game's
especially
only
when
one
we talk about like
exploration-based
old
puzzle
games.
was
But
actually
there's no
well
reason
thought out,
to
and as
actually go
usual,
4:3
positive points are given for limited inventory
at
that
all.
allows you to
Why
drop items
not
if you
like
need
invest
to.
in
But sadly, that
all of
is
the
where all the good
goddamn
stuff ends.
fucking pixels that you have on your screen?
My first time with Into the Dread did not leave a very good first impression because it ended in several deaths thanks to the pistol being incredibly easy to miss before you move on to another part of the sewer. So if you guess wrong and take a left instead of a right, the game becomes essentially unfinishable. It was made even more frustrating because I kept coming across tons of pistol ammo but no actual gun. At this point, the game had gotten the best of me, and I quit out of it to type up a small section of this video that would act as a makeshift therapy session. But instead, I decided to start a new game and give it another go. That next time around, I actually won the coin toss and found the first firearm, which, as you would expect, made things significantly more easy, at least as far as combat goes, because I was still wrestling with one of the worst parts of this game. Despite taking place in a sewer filled to the absolute brim with nearly identical pathways and steel grates, you don't have access to any kind of a map. Now, I'm not sure if this is going to happen to everybody, but I can promise you that personally, I never once knew where I was or where I was heading. Most of the time, I would only stumble on the right path when dumb luck would hit me, and it was honestly worse than getting my ass kicked by the combat because it's just these long stretches of heading down the same exact tunnels thinking maybe this one's going to be the one with the single different colored pixel that denotes it leads to a different place than the last 10. And even if you do have some kind of a cyber-augmented GPS brain, you can still get caught in a never-ending loop just by going through a door. No, I'm being dead serious. At one point I tried walking through a door and it just spawned me right back into the room that I entered the door from. And since locations in this game are so similar, I figured it was just another copy-paste room and continued forward until deja vu fully set in. So I tried going through it again and yeah, you guessed it, I ended right back up in the same room for a second time. By this point, I had figured it was some type of a puzzle I had yet to solve, so I spent what seems like an hour retreading all the ground I had already covered, like maybe that would provide some type of an answer. But when it didn't, I tried going through that same door again, and only when that failed and I tried for a fourth and final time was I able to actually get over to the other side of it. And hey, good news. As I continued to explore this new area, I'd run into that same door problem 2 more times. Honestly, this sucks, because what's on
Was
offer
that
here
intentional,
shows
though?
a real understanding of survival horror, the way these games move and how they operate. But thanks to a few limited in number but massive in size issues, it's just flat out not worth playing. You know, usually when I play a game that feels unfinished to me, it comes with a visual aesthetic that's a good sign of the kind of quality that I can expect from the gameplay. But here with Into the Dread, it looks and feels like a quality product made by someone who really gets it. Sadly though, the honeymoon phase of feeling that way is only going to get you through so much, so I can't really recommend anyone spend their time on this one, even at its modest price tag of just $2.50. But that being said, I can see that the person or persons behind this thing definitely have talent, and I'd love to see them fix it one day, or even take another stab at it in the form of another game. But until that happens, you're best off just staying away.
What the hell? Hello? Pathogen X.
Pathogen X by Soda Raptor is the kind of project that, based solely on its description, is 100% what I'm normally looking for when I'm trying to find games for these videos. But the only portion of it currently available in its demo is an arcade extraction mode that doesn't quite fit that bill as much.
Huh.
But hey, on the plus side, we do have a limited inventory, a lab full of monsters created by an outbreak, and a cool-looking guy in a gas mask, which all in some way ties back to Resident Evil. The third-person over-the-shoulder perspective, randomly generated level layouts, and high-octane action, however, not so much. That being said, though, I think what is here can paint a pretty good picture of what could be possible, and we're going to keep it in the list anyways. The goal in Pathogen X's arcade mode is to drop into the Delta Corporation labs and retrieve a vaccine canister. Each playthrough is going to randomly generate the layout of these labs, and as you might expect with this kind of game mode, you are being timed. There are 3 types of enemies you'll come across down here. The mutant lab worker, a green variant that, to my knowledge, despite what years of video game training has taught me, doesn't actually poison you.
I'm gonna be streaming for an hour or so, by the way, viewers.
Claws. During your travels, you can come across
so don't worry about that.
Shotgun, M4, and a rocket launcher.
Damn, M4?
The game's itch.io page mentions a Magnum as well, but I haven't come across it in the 4 times I played through.
What happened to the M16 though?
May vary. And you know, I'd say shooting feels pretty good. Your weapons don't have much of a staggering effect on enemies, but you can shoot fast enough, so that shouldn't really be much of a problem. Now, movement on the other hand, that's got some issues. I found that when using keyboard and mouse, I would come to this sort of sliding stop. Like after I let go of a direction, Hawk here would keep on moving for a noticeable amount of time.
Well, good thing he didn't call him Honk.
Like the camera's pulled a little too far to the right of the character, which makes it feel like I'm never actually running in a straight line, but instead I have to keep my character moving diagonally so the camera ends up being straight. Honestly though, I wouldn't be mad if this never got fixed, if Soda Raptor gave us a fixed camera option for the story mode. I could really see something like this doing well with that kind of a layout, and besides, some of the screenshots on the website seem to hint towards the inclusion of one, which is why I put this game on the list in the first place. Graphically, this thing is a huge winner in my opinion. You've got this PS1 inspired kind of look with simplistic polygons and dithered colors, but more modern day amenities like real-time shadow casting and great looking lighting.
I don't know,
to see this
man.
Presentation in the game's story mode.
Like, I'm not gonna say that the game is ugly or anything. Like, it's not even about talking about the game being ugly or anything. It's really about
randomly generated nature of the environments. Most rooms are pretty.
I would prefer that if they actually went for better aesthetics, like actually try and make things look good, rather than just
need to fit together randomly.
Like stick to a style for nostalgia reasons.
Normally wouldn't make it a good entry for this video series, thanks to a combination of the developers' plans.
I really do think that the perfect state an indie developers can be is when they start producing a low-budget games that can be found on the PlayStation 2. Like, low-budget games on the PlayStation 2 were actually full experiences. I'm talking about like games like Dot Hack, What else? There are a lot of games like that. A lot of games like that. Hopefully, like indie games come to this, and they're getting close. Broken Pieces. Okay, this looks
Broken Pieces
interesting.
by French studio Elsewhere Experience is sort of tough to nail down.
French?
I mean, obviously, it's got enough survival horror DNA to make it onto a list like this, but it's a whole lot more than just that. The game starts out with its main character Elise in a dream, and then waking up in a French fishing village, talking a lot about a guy she was obviously in a close relationship with, but who's no longer around. She
My
also
boyfriend.
mentions that the situation outside is a little unsafe and that she's been there for a while. And once we do make it outside, we find out she wasn't lying. On top of that, the place seems to be frozen in time, with the village's inhabitants all vanishing. Heading out to a lighthouse near the village, we get a glimpse at this weather anomaly or some kind of supernatural event that seems to tie into what happened here. Sadly, Elise isn't a lot of help in that department because she knows just a little bit more than we do, but not much. After rooting around in the lighthouse for a bit, we come across what seems to be a covert outpost meant to keep tabs on and track the movement of something in the ocean.
Nickel Systems.
And I think it's referencing the Big Blue. You know, that thing that made its way into every top 10 scary real-life events video on YouTube. Essentially, it was a really loud sound that was caught by underwater microphones and turned out to be a massive ice shelf breaking apart. But here in this reality, it was something the world's governments were very interested in, and this goes double for the French. Which is why they put together this secret station next to a fishing village to track it, and that somehow ties into Elise's current predicament. As the game continues, we come across proper conspiracy boards full of black and white photos connected by thread that has a few ideas as to what might be going on. Alright, so first we have this village, which seems to be going through a bit of an environmental shift lately. Wildlife is acting weird, plants are growing weird, and overall, just weird stuff is happening to its inhabitants. Then you've got the bloop noise that seems to be moving towards this quaint town. And that all ties into this insane cult that started showing up and acting all culty about stuff. I'll be honest, I don't really know a lot more than that from the 5 hours that I put in so far, but the plot does seem to be in the process of connecting all of these disparate puzzle pieces together, and I'd say that's one thing that really separates this game from a lot of the other titles we've covered so far. This thing is heavily, and I mean very heavily, story-based. I mean, it seems like they wrote and voiced dialogue for every solitary piece of the environment, up to and including some of the trash that's thrown around. Our girl Elise has an opinion or a memory attached to literally everything that's in the game, and she is not afraid to let you know about it. And to be honest, it kind of drags the game's pace down. I mean, on one end, we've got this genuinely intriguing plot where a whole ass village was depopulated in an instant, leaving behind a single resident. And then there's this crazy weather thing off the coast and the presence of a cult. It's all going in a really cool place, but it's sort of wrapped up with
hopefully, I won't forget reading Adler's diary.
Experience at the local restaurant was.
You come across a restaurant. Outwardly, it seems unpretentious and quite shabby, but the cuisine is in fact exceptional. Well, this restaurant wasn't one of them. The food there was atrocious.
Now, part of me thinks the writers were just trying to surround the core plot with a whole lot of other details to help its mystery, but I think the real answer lies in its gameplay. Despite what it may look like, this is essentially just a point-and-click adventure game with a slightly different method of controlling your character. I would imagine that the team making Broken Pieces went into this with the general approach of one of these games, and that means a hell of a lot of flavor text and less than necessary dialogue. Now, if we're gonna be fair, all survival horror titles are just offshoots of this genre anyways, so things do slot in very nicely.
I think a lot of games should have a lot of flavor text.
Immediately tell the difference by where this team put most
Maybe
of their
that's just me.
focus. Like I said, it's a heavily story-driven experience, much more than any survival horror game I've ever played, and at this point I'm willing to believe I've played them all. But hey, speaking of gameplay, with that adventure game approach comes a dense assortment of puzzles, and to be totally honest with you, most of them are not the kind I typically get into.
We often forget the path that brings us back to the finish line, to the beginning.
Sometimes you will get the genre staples.
Who's talking?
Reading
Shut the hell
documents
up.
and trying to figure out how to set up machinery, but a lot of the time it's more moon logic. For example, at one point I needed to knock down all the scarecrows in the park so that a raven would feel safe enough to leave its nest and eat a mushroom that I left on the floor so I could take a key from it. You starting to get what I'm saying here? And just like the puzzles, this game's mechanics are surprisingly dense. On top of the exploration and key hunting, you've got the aforementioned puzzle solving, a limited inventory with an ever-present item box, crafting, what I would call relatively simple but slightly satisfying combat, and a day-night system. I mean, honestly, it's a lot of game and I'm not even halfway through it yet. Oh, and apparently at night, enemies are more likely to attack, but I'd never been caught out past daylight, so that could be a lie for all I know. Instead of having these weird possessed army guys
There's a
just
day and
roam
life
around
cycle?
the area you're exploring, fights spawn in like a random battle in an RPG, which kind of takes away a bit of the tension for me. It's not like there's a constantly present danger in the environment, but more like attacks on my resources triggered by moving around too much. Although to be fair, the least effective ammo is infinite, so I guess things could be worse. Once you're actually in a fight, things work okay enough. You press a shoulder button to lock on and wait till your reticle closes in on a target for a more effective shot. Locking on causes you to plant your feet, so to deal with that, you're given a dodge move that, I'll admit, looks pretty cool. The iframes on this twirl are pretty limited, so you're going to want to get used to waiting for an attack to actually come out before using it, and much like the combat overall, it's functional, if not a little boilerplate.
Yeah, this game looks rough.
But wait, like Exile? I literally just got that. Anyways, it acts as a pretty open environment you can explore, with it slowly opening up to you as you gain more items and solve more of the town's puzzles. But I'd say besides the exploration, I think half of what works really well here is the general atmosphere that this town gives off. Not only is everyone gone, leaving the village eerily empty, but as you walk around, you can catch glimpses of that mammoth weather thing out on the horizon. It's very much a vibe. I would say the other half of what works here, though, is the prospect of uncovering more of this game's story. It has a much more cerebral, science fiction-y feel to it, and the fact that you know so little going into it makes every
Alright,
morsel of
chicken,
information you come
what's going
across
in,
really
viewers?
valuable. That being said, personally, I think it could be a little boring. There's almost no music in the game unless you choose to listen to audio tapes as you walk around, and the soothing sound of water washing against the beach and the seabirds calling out is a natural sleep aid for me. So essentially, the entire time I was running around this area that's supposed to be dangerous and infested by ghosts of the past looking to kill me, but I was nodding off at the sheer relaxing nature of this sunny beachside vista. Now, a little later, the game does throw in the ability to change the weather to a more desolate, nuclear winter type of scenario, which does liven things up, but I think because the combat was such a non-issue for me, and the idea of progressing just meant coming across more puzzles than air molecules, I lost a bit of my drive to continue. I will say though, and this is going to sound weird, but I still recommend it. I mean, it does have like 95%.
It looks rough. What the hell is happening to Wesker? Holy.
In it, and I'm willing to bet some of you aren't going to have my issue with not being so happy about making progress. To be honest, the only real problem I had with the game, outside of me nodding off while playing it, were these color artifacts that show up pretty often. Sometimes you might just catch one out of the corner of your eye, but other times they'll stick around for a while. This might not be the case, but it seems to happen more often the further in the game that you make it, so maybe it's a purposeful graphical trick meant to further the otherworldly sci-fi vibe, but I'd say more likely it's just a bit of an accidental glitch.
Kind of want to continue on playing.
This one isn't exactly for me. I can see other people really getting a kick out of it. And besides, I can't guarantee that the
Continue on playing SIGNALIS.
I mean, in order to get these videos out in a kind of, sort of timely manner, I can only really dedicate 5 or 6 hours to each of them, and that time crunch might be what I'm coming up against. I guess the gist of things here is that this is a really good game that I have no real problems with, but still don't really get into for some reason. But at just $25 on Steam, I would say it's well worth gambling on, especially if you're into the general look of it and the promise of getting to unravel a really nice mystery.
Oh my goodness. What is this? Connection TNW. Well, we're gonna check on the rest of these videos later on a later date, viewers. Should be it for this section. Let's go ahead and continue with SIGNALIS. I wonder. I mean, the game came out 2 years ago, right? Damn. I remember following the game, by the way, on Twitter when it got announced, and following it like nobody. It didn't have a lot of following, so it's really good that people actually like it and actually know about this game. So yeah, viewers, let's go ahead and continue from where we left off. And this game is gonna definitely drain the battery of my controller, since with all these vibrations. Anywho, yeah, one thing that I want to do, viewers, before I do anything, is to read. No, close this. Is to read Adler's diary. I don't know what year is this. I still don't. Hopefully, they would make sense of this date structure or this date format. I've been fascinated by a peculiar piece of furniture I discovered in storage. A strange box with a removable dial in front that was confiscated from a worker some time ago. I was instantly drawn to it, though I'm not sure why. When I put my ear on the mechanism, I can hear a faintly clicking like clock. So he has like a safe. Without Calibri's help, it has become much harder to coordinate the logistics cater. If there is anything good to say about the woman, it's how she knows how to make others respect her orders, despite her minuscule stature. I went to see her today, but her room is still locked. Huh? So this is pretty much the following day. So I guess these are days. The year is 84, the month is 21, surprisingly, and that's a day, or a cycle, or whatever you want to call it. I had a dream tonight. Another memory of my Gestalt life, I believe. I was wearing my uniform. There was a young woman, her hair white as snow, and I was conducting some sort of test. I had a deck of cards with astronomical symbols on them, and asked her to guess the planet on the card I was holding. I was playing with that mechanical lockbox again, of which I am now sure is some kind of astronomical calendar. I don't think so. When I suddenly remembered a conversation I had with another replica when I was inspecting the mine site, however, it was clearly a module I have never seen before. Some type of engineer with an orange chess piece in my memory. She was just another member of our staff, but no such replica was ever stationed on Sarenpinsky. Replica memory is not the most reliable, they say, but never before have I experienced such a strange phenomenon. The little enigma, the day number A. What are these in hexadecimal? These are hexadecimals? It doesn't make sense. The little enigma of that box could only distract me from the chaos around me for so long. Sorry. All the box contained was a small notebook, of which all pages turned out to be blank. It's been miserable since our beloved commander has fallen ill. I long for her stern guidance, that overwhelming authority in which she bathes the room. I mean, I cannot blame you if you got the hots for her. She is a tall chick, though. More sick, making my work ever harder. How are we meant to shoulder the workload with no reinforcements? My only consolation is that as our protector staff decreases, so does the workforce we oversee. While more and more replica end up in the hospital wing, Gestalt workers seem to succumb much too faster for any attempts at treatment. So there are no classes, really. Like, Gestalts do work, so as replicas, so... Another diary filled, for no benefit but my own satisfaction. I've not ordered a new one yet, since I spent my saved ration marks on that marvelous looking fountain pen. But I guess I'll make use of that notebook. Okay, that was Adler's diary. What do I need to do? I'm kind of lost, actually. Did I bring the owl key with me? And the eagle key? Shrine box? Library? So I really don't have anything in here. Maybe I did miss something. Huh. What was in the shrine box? What was there? What did I find there? I actually kind of forgot. There was something. Oh, the safe, of course. What about the combination, though? Not to mention the star map. But there might be something that would help me solve this if I used my my flashlight, maybe. Ouch. Oh, of course, there was something here that I didn't pick up, which is the post key. A postbox key, of course. Obviously. Well, good thing that I turned back here. Maybe it's faster for me to actually go through here. It is indeedy. Where's their star? Maybe I need to play something. Here. This can take me down. Oh, I thought this is gonna take me to a lower level, but no. Yep. I thought you were gonna turn to the left. Shit. All right. So on all of these, hopefully all of these, but no. So gonna give us the library key. The library should be all the way down. Yep, all the way down. So let's go ahead and head there. Ow. Oh no, what the hell are you doing, haven't I said? I'm doing fine. Let me just wait a little bit. Okay. What's in there? Oh! Someone's dying. Hello? Colibre! Who are you? You're not one of our staff. What happened to you? The others, they've changed. We no longer sing in unison. I used to be able to see into their minds. We were as one. Together, we guide them all. But now I can't understand their thoughts anymore. I've never been so alone before. They're still together, and I'm here, outside. And they won't let me in. I cannot stand their song anymore. This is the only place where I don't have to hear them. This is the only place I'm safe. I mean, do you need help? I can't go on like this. I wish I had become like the others too. At least then, I wouldn't be alone. Oh, something tells me that that's gonna happen to you later on. Or you're gonna be a boss and I'm gonna fight you. I hate this. I hate this. Interesting. A repair spray that I can. Combine. And use immediately. Could have used it on you, but I don't think you're hurt. You're just scared. That's her. Oh, this is gonna be issues on the Calibri unit? Oh. Interesting. Previous experience with the replica model has given us insight into irregularities in their behavior that stem from the original neural pattern used for this unit. Due to the sensitive nature of this information, this document should be destroyed after reading. Calibri. Great care should be given to Calibri. Their neural patterns are very unstable, and the bioresonance module makes them very susceptible to influence from others. Like most bioresonance individuals, Calibres will often subconsciously create an emotional feedback loop, imitating and then broadcasting the emotion of those around them, acting as a sort of amplifier. Oh. When they are trained to recognize and disengage this behavior, already unstable units can sometimes spiral into persona degradation. Due to their bioresonant connection, neural pattern development in Calibres varies less than the other modules. The constant exchange of memories and emotions between units of Vocator acts as a safety net that buffers extreme changes. What's her fetish? However, once a majority of units in the Vocator degrade, they will drag remaining units down with them. Because of this, it is important to decommission Calibri units instantly when they begin to degrade. For persona stabilization, Calibris should have access to a well-stocked library. Damn, people want to decommission you immediately, Miss Calibri. What is this? This is something we're gonna have to inspect. This is something that we can read. Oh, faults on in Adler. This is gonna be repeated here, but it's confidential. The neural pattern is extremely stable. Little has to be done to keep Minas happy. They get along well with most other modules thanks to their sometimes submissive, sometimes motherly personality. What? Unlike other modules, diary keeping is not mandatory for persona stabilization. Small stuffed animals may be given to as fetish objects. Bro. Though those resemble cats should be avoided as they might cause resurfacing Gestalt memories. Very interesting. Adler units work best when left alone. They do not mix well with their own type. They will usually become very emotionally dependent on their commander. Oh. Adlers are very susceptible to bioresonant suggestion, making them fairly easy to control. However, they become bored very easily and may need new fetish objects at regular intervals for stabilization. This is extremely weird. Alright, let's go and inspect this. What is this? Alignment error, use manual controls. Is there something that I cannot that I can check here? I cannot inspect any of these. Oh, I think I need. I know what I need to do. I have to go up, go down, like this, go like this, like this, go like this, go like this, this, down, and this. And can I pick it up? No, I need to go up. To get this? No. System orientation. Alignment error, use manual control. Obstacle detected. Maybe it's this? This is the obstacle? It's the cable? I don't know what I need to do here. Maybe it has something to do with this. Okay. Astrolab. Yes. Is that the Yellow King again? It seems so. A strange clockwork-like dial mechanism with astronomical symbols on the front. Oh, so I'm gonna get the numbers from that room. Inspect. The back of the device looks like it might slot into a bigger mechanism. What are the I mean, what are the combination though? This is the question. And Adler's room is over there, so it's not that far. Maybe I need to go left, right, left, or something like that. No, all of them are like... link. Maybe I should take screenshots for this. Just for when I need it. Who knows? I might actually need it. All right, let's head. Let's head here. in hopes that we can get something. The planets. The astral app. Maybe it's their positions in correspondence. Maybe that's the thing. So this is Wuyan. I think Wuyan was here. Venta was here. Let me double check on something. We do have the posters for all the... Okay. That's Veneta. Kitze, a triangle. Buyan. A hexagonal. So Buyan the hexagonal was definitely here. Venta. I think it was here. Kitze, what was Kitze? What's Kitze's symbol? It's a triangle. So that's not Kitze. The circle one, what was the circle one? It might have been this. Might have been Rot Front. Oh, yep, that's it. This is another diary? Shrine diary. 11 pages. God damn it, Adler. You are absolutely crazy. He just babbles. He just doesn't stop talking. Holy. Alright, let's read. I've started yet another new diary. How time flies. The work is dull and monotonous as ever in Sierpinski. But a bright light illuminates my day. Today, I was invited to a meeting by Commander Falk, and she was as magnificent as ever. Look, man, he's simping for Falk, and I don't blame him. Another day passes. During my meeting with the Commander today, I felt the strangest sensation of familiarity as I sat with her. Sadly, our meeting was interrupted by an unexpected power outage. This is the same day, by the way. All of these are the same day. I've been feeling strangely paranoid these days. Never before have I felt as strongly the sensation of deja vu as I have these past few days. Few days? Dude, you're still not marking your days. When I checked the pages of my diary today, I noticed that for some inexplicable reason, I seem to have dated my previous entries with today's date. What an embarrassing mistake. And you did it again. Every day feels a bit like I've lived it before, and even stranger is the sensation that something is somehow just slightly out of place. Why is my diary filled with entries I cannot recall writing? Oh no. What is this, Warhog Day? Why is my diary filled with entries I cannot recall writing? Why are they all dated? But it's not technically Warhog Day. Why are they all dated to today? Has the loss of my beloved commander finally gotten to my mind? Oh, she's dead. Am I going insane? I fear what will happen to me if anyone finds out. I am alone in this. If they discover my notes, I'll be decommissioned too. Something is wrong. I can feel it. Is this really madness? When I read the pages of my diary, I recall events that never happened, a yesterday that never was, yet it feels as real as one I actually experienced. This cannot merely be a defect of my mind. It feels as though in this room I peer into another version of reality. How? I don't know. Perhaps I too have become sick like the others, without realizing, but I will not succumb. A slow accumulation of reproduction errors, a gradual corruption of information, a story misremembered, slowly morphing with each retelling, like generic material, mutating and evolving, like the replica mind copied over and over from an aging template. This guy's getting crazy. I do not know, but I'll find out. The answers lies below. I can feel it. Someone or something calls me from there, in the mine. Interesting. And we do have the administrator's key, which allows us to use to go down. Adler's identification card authorizes access to the mine shaft access elevator. Inspect. Management, administration, and logistics. Operational command. Interesting. I think I've checked everything in here. Like I haven't missed an area in here, I believe. I've managed to open everything in here. So the only thing that I need to do is try and save. All right. Now let me go and save. I think there's something crucial that's going to happen later on. Wait, this is not where I need to save? I mean, it doesn't matter. Let me go ahead and flip the chicken real quick. Can you guys hear it sizzling? I think I forgot to add one of the seasonings. I don't think it's too late to do that. All right. These guys are going to stop like this. Oh! Somehow the You heard me. Right, let me go ahead and drop a save. And... yeah, I'm gonna keep that. Alrighty. So, maybe I'm gonna play for 20 minutes and then I'm gonna call it viewers. I'm gonna call it stream. I might actually come back and stream. Continue stream. But I might play like something like Dragon Quest or something. So this is where we're gonna continue. And I believe that we're pretty much gonna go into a new area altogether. Administrator's key used. And this is gonna take us somewhere, I believe. It's the mineshaft access elevator controls. If she is still alive, she's probably there. Take the elevator to the mine? Sure. That section was alright. Oh! The Maniliat. Who's that? Oh, she was running from Adler? I know you're here. What the hell? He has a shotgun. I've done this countless times before. You don't belong here. Push him! Oh, right in the eye. Zekus. Or is that Ziklis? What was that about? Well, it was about survival, pretty much. Okay, new area. No map data. That's gonna be problematic. I like the reflection here. This is a dead end. This is the door that I can access. Still no map data. Oh, these are the weapons, or I'm gonna assume they're mining equipment that was with Mina, or the first boss that we fought. I think it's called Mina. I forgot the name of the boss. Okay. Monofilament fiber. Diameter less than 2 nanometer average. Handle with care. Risk of death. Monofiber will effortlessly cut through limbs and equipment in an instant. Always wear protective clothes. Uh-oh. Do not touch monofiber without proper protective gear. Only handle in brightly lit places. Oh. I think someone made some sort of traps here with these. Nitro Express Ammo. Holy. What is that? Is this a go for a new weapon? Still no map data. There's a door here. Can I talk to her? No. No, I can't. Hello. You're not the protector, are you? What brings you here? I'm Bio. If you're down here, you're probably looking for something. I'd help you, but one of my hydraulics failed and I can't move. I'm pretty much done for, so you can just leave me here. There's no point repairing an old unit like me, so don't worry about it, okay? It'd be a waste of resources. I'd offer you my minor laser, but I don't think your frame could supply the power output. You're probably better off using a gun. There should be some useful equipment in the mining office. It's just south of here. Don't worry about me. There are many replacements. Bro, we're just replicas after all, right? In the end, what's one drop to an ocean? When I die, they'll just make another. Thank you for talking to me. I hope you find what you're looking for. That's about it. The mina that's called Bio. Interesting. And definitely she said, oh, store is defective. There's an office down south. This is a door that I can, well, never mind. I thought this is the door I can enter. So this is the only access, right? I came from here. North part is blocked. And there is a save point. Healing item. Mining nuclear tech. High security replica mina. Alina's diary number 3. It's worse than I thought. Everyone has disappeared. I still haven't found any trace of Elster. It's as if she had never been here. Something's wrong with the protectors. Those that are still around. A guard spotted me earlier sneaking out of the medical wing, and she let out a monstrous scream as she chased after me. When I looked back, I saw her face, and now I can't forget. It looked like she'd been in some horrible accident. A flare gun? What can I use that for? Signal flare shells. Are these gonna be like some sort of a... like grenade launchers for this game? Maybe I'm gonna need them for later. Or 3 of them. Let's put them all here and I guess continue on. I still don't have a map data. Still no map data. I kind of didn't want to go down. Just wanted to inspect the thing. Cool. Let's get back up. Why does it seem like it's having a hard time getting up? Maybe there's something that I need to take notes on the wall? Maybe. It's really slow. Of course, it's gonna be locked. That's gonna be closed and I cannot enter. And I've wasted a lot of time. Still no map data. It's probably better for me to... There's a lot of these guys. I'm gonna have to get back down there. Assuming that their positions are gonna reset. Maybe I should try and take them down. I don't think I have enough ammo for that. Okay, can I open this door? Yes, I can. It's okay. There's really nothing in here. What? What the hell is that? I think these guys are much bigger than the others. Is it me? No, I think they are much bigger than the others. What the hell? I need to be careful here. Healing item? Yes, sir. What the hell? A Mina unit has a generic enemy. Oh, the door's locked now. I kinda don't wanna go down. But I don't think I have a choice now. Because I missed on a location. And I don't think I can get back up in there. And my chicken's ready. But the game's getting intriguing. Hopefully I didn't miss on something important. The game is throwing me a lot of healing items. Oh, this is where she pushed Adler. And this is locked, so the only place for me is down here. Handgun ammo. Yeah, something tells me that we're gonna fight a boss here. There's a huge hole in the ground. I can hear the sound of water from below. It looks like there's no other way. Jump to the hole? Yes. Oh? Oh. What was that? Was that a 5 hours timer? Huh. There's something here. Along the shore, the cloud waves break. The twin suns sink. Bleep, bleep, bleep. The shadows lengthen. Oh, there's something there. The night where black stars rise and strange moons circle through the skies. But stranger still, I can see another note and another one over there. Song of the Island Boys, unsung, as tears unshed shall dry and die. That's not the Island Boys. It's Kendrick Lamar. Oh, I think I need to go there. It calls me. In a sea of flesh, we will become one, but can never go back to being me. I think Adler wrote all of that. Oh, son of a bitch. It's just out of reach. Maybe for the best. Actually, can I click this? 3, 2, 1. This is definitely a sea of flesh over here. What was that about? Where the hell am I? Still no map data. Another healing item. Some sort of morgue? Huh. Offerings. And in the darkness, the dead shall be offered a light and holy spices so that they may find a way out of this cursed place. An auto-injector too. A small cup filled with the sand for placing offering stands in front of the ancestral shrine. Ancestral tablets are lined up against the wall. The names are illegible due to wear. A small cup filled with sand. I can give you the auto injector, or you know, maybe I'm gonna have to go back or something. Well, I've definitely wasted that auto injector. This is the first time that I've actually used an auto injector. I don't see any doors or anything. Lifeless replica bodies are lying on the slabs. Rusted surgical tools. They're not much use to me. Is this a ladder? There is a door over here. Okay. Ammo. There's a door that is locked. It unlocks from the other side. What about this one, though? What's the hint for this? I wonder. This is the icon for the game, by the way. SIGNALIS. So I don't know what's the dealio here. Assuming. It's a single, like it's not, it's unchanged. It's only the pitch. I'm kind of lost. An offering? Does it have something to do with the walls? What the hell are these? This is the first time that I've noticed these. And in the darkness, the dead shall be offered. So I'm gonna have to need to pick up a dead body or something. I don't think that's gonna be useful. It feels strangely familiar. Unless it's this. No. Maybe it has something to do with the way this is mapped, right? Oh, there's another door that I can access, actually. Okay. Yeah, gee, thanks. Give me ammo. There's something I cannot pick up. Nice. A large wooden doll. What is this? Warning. This place, nothing valid is here. What was dangerous and repulsive. Message is a warning about danger is still present. Time as it was. is to the body, and a form of danger is the danger is disturb this place, shunned and left uninhabited. When within is killed, a path will open here. Maybe I need to kill these? Can I drop these? There is absolutely no way for you to drop these from within you. So... this is the only path that I can go to at the moment. I thought I actually needed to kill these to continue on, but I guess not. I wonder if this is the puzzle here. Maybe this is it. We'll see, we'll see. I'm dropping down. I'm dropping down. I think this loops. I think I'm gonna loop again. If I want to go down here again, I'm gonna loop. Regardless. Yeah, let's just go here. I definitely need that doll somehow. Let's go down. Oh, okay, it's a ladder actually. I thought I'm gonna have to drop down. I'm not without the ability to go back up. Or is this asleep? What the hell is this? Drop down. Yeah. No. A wedding ring. No escape. Even in the darkest depths, the song of the cosmos can still be heard in the ether. The sound of the stars. What the hell is happening here? A dial. Of course I'm gonna have to play something. An old-fashioned microphone is hooked up to the device. I'm gonna try and find a save, somewhere to save, of course. Let me save my game, please. Unlocks from the other side. Of course. I need a key. Oh, thank you. What is this? Place this. Leave this place. Leave. Wonder if that is a hint. Huh. Another lock. Well, these are a little bit weird looking. Oh, these are 3 of them. I don't have any other keys, I guess. Well, other than this, I don't know what's the deal with this. Plate of Eternity. Plate of Eternity. Regardless, this is gonna be something that we're gonna have to do on a later date, viewers. I am going to have to end the stream here. And hopefully we're gonna come back to this later on. As usual, viewers, thank you very much for tuning in. Be sure to catch me next time. As I said, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to come back, but I'll try. Maybe I'm gonna eat something. Maybe I'm gonna come back to play something quick, like Dragon Quest, which I'm gonna leave this for later. But for now, viewers, this has been yours. Have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching. I'll check you guys in the next time with more content. So yeah, have a good one, everyone. Peace.